they're strong.
So that's what you're saying is they're coming up with a clarity, with a clear statement that those who are like thinking or like studying or looking at the Cold War era, they should like forget about that thing.
Absolutely.
It's a different country now. Russia is a different country now.
As Pakistan.
As
Pakistan is a completely different country. And Russia is completely
So how do you
different.
take this, the conflict between Afghanistan, Pakistan conflict, because you also are on the border, right? And with like India coming up with an axis with Afghanistan and trying to create a situation in Pakistan. So how do you take this thing? Or can you guys play a role in this thing, that this tension should be diffused?
Somehow I have been expecting the development of the events exactly in this mode as we are witnessing today. I was giving comments and I was publishing some articles that have been highlighting the conflict between India and Pakistan. That kind of blitzkrieg 9-12 days of tension. And my second stance and statement was very firm. I said, colleagues, please, you should wait for the next phase of the conflict on the border between Afghanistan and Pakistan. And everyone was amazed. So how do you know? So do you have a kind of map or you read the stars? I said, no, there is a strong logic. Being a geopolitician, it means you have to be a bit of esoteric, in politics. I pay a high attention to the level of irrationality in politics. And knowing that Pakistan won in that conflict, in a diplomatic sense, Pakistan has become more evident on the geopolitical scene, and India has lost tremendously in a geocognitive way, as I used to say. And I presume that the next step or the next approach that will come from the Indian side will be a great offer, very generous offer that will come from Washington to Delhi. I was just sitting and expecting the phone call.
Please come again on this one.
I was expecting that it will be generous, fat offer from Washington to New Delhi, or some kind of defense agreement or other kind of bonus or dividends in favor of backing up a new strategic plan of United States in Afghanistan, because India is very active, is extremely proactive and enrooted financially, economically in a defense sector in Afghanistan. And knowing the sometimes bad taste of United States, being quite deliberately aligned to the Cold War approach, I projected that it will be such kind of constellation, a combination of conflict that will take place on the border between Pakistan and Afghanistan. So somehow Americans are not interested in expanding long-lasting wars in the South Asia. It's in no one's interest. That's the reason why Russia is not interfering, because somehow I assume that the Russian president is aware of the big game. That's why you should stay quiet. Believe me that your Afghan brothers, Talibans, will very soon will be knocking your door, and they will be searching for the peace talks. Because first of all, there is quite a high interest towards mutual destiny of trade connectivity, and Afghanistan understands that without investments, without strong economy, without being aligned to the Brotherhood in Pakistan, with Iran, with Central Asian countries, it will be impossible to raise economic situation from the Nils. So that's the configuration that has been taking place. So I'm not envisioning kind of long-lasting war conflict. Definitely it will be successful peace talk. Time after time the tension will pop up on the surface, but I don't believe it will be kind of serious war between Afghanistan and Pakistan. There are mutual interests.
So you're ruling out that stretched conflict between Afghanistan and Pakistan, right? Okay. So do you see Pakistan and India? I'm painting a different scenario over here. Do you see Pakistan and India sitting across the table in like another 4 to 6 months' time, and sorting out their issues, the core issues, including the core issue of Kashmir, and Do you see that happening?
Yes. Absolutely, definitely. I'm absolutely positive about that. I have strong vision about that. And I can even envision who will be those people who will be sitting at that table and having that kind of discussion. Because we have entered a completely new era of unprecedented decoding of all the old conflicts. All the old conflicts of the 20th century are unpacked, but the time has come to seal them down. And in order to start building that so-called new world order or new geopolitical destiny, we need to get rid of all those disturbing, burning conflicts that are actually prevailing in India and Pakistan to start a new chapter. Because political geography is quite a stubborn thing, so you cannot eliminate the mutual border. You cannot eliminate millions of people and their interconnections and cultural intersection, civilizational context, etc. And the weaker the Western agenda narrative will become, the stronger the Asian agenda will raise. And Pakistan can use that situation and not to search for defeat of its neighbor of India, but stretch the hand, being the first, not proclaiming Pakistan first. Well, it's good, it's great, but and something tells me that there are forces in India that are driven towards the same kind of moods, towards the same statement. And I think Russia in that situation will play quite a constructive, positive Russia and China positive way.
So I assume, well, I'm not saying that I have an intel on this one, I don't have an intel on this one, but I assume that probably in the first quarter of next year, this we can sit across the table with India, and you say that you are for it, right? And you say that it's happening.
Yes.
You see it happening, right? All right. So what level of people, what level of talks are we talking over here between India and Pakistan? Are we talking like head of states talking to each other? Are we talking about like which level of people are going to sit across the table and talk?
I think a good positive thing will be if we start testing the soil through the people-to-people connection, through the area of public diplomacy, through coming together between great thinkers from the side of Pakistan and India, those people who are focused on the future.
Okay, so you're talking about promoting people-to-people contact, right?
Yes.
And you're also promoting the people-to-people
Absolutely
contact between Russia and Pakistan also, right?
Yes.
You're doing that, right?
Yes.
And you're doing something on the 16th of December 2025 in Moscow also, University of World Civilizations. What is that?
Exactly. That's actually a unique organization. It's University of World Civilization, which has been established 25 years ago in Russia by the famous Russian politician Vladimir Zhirinovsky. Unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago, but he was a worldwide famous person who has been proclaiming and promoting the idea of the closer ties, closer contacts between Russia and Islamic world. Actually, that was going also in favor of the concept of Yevgeny Primakov, who has been advocating that kind of new vision, new map.
Okay.
So I think the forum will take place between Russia and Pakistan in December. And
okay, because I'm getting like being instructing again and again. I can talk with you for hours and hours on this one. I would love to do that, but I'm running out of time over here. It was a pleasure talking to you. And with such a clarity, it's very rare to come across somebody, you know, who can talk with so much of clarity and give out like a clear picture to us, you know, to us guys. So thank you very much once again.
thank you very much for invitation, and I truly enjoyed our communication.
It was a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.